This is a bridge, and yes, I will admit it looks like sheesh. But I tried my best to make something very quickly. The problem is, if I want to make this over and over and over again to cover a large distance, it's going to take a very long time. And with Create, with trains especially, being able to build long bridges fast is very, very useful. Unless you're one of those people that like floating train tracks in your world. If so, you can click off this video. Or stick around and learn something. Because today I'm taking a look at two mods, Create Pattern Schematics and Create Shuffle Filter. Now I'm going to start with Pattern Schematics because they will replace the painful process of placing out schematics. I have the schematic here of this bridge. I have to get my schematic cannon out, put the schematic in, give it gunpowder, and then I'd have to have a bunch of chests or barrels around here with all of the items that I need. But since I'm in creative, I'm actually just going to use a creative crate real quick. Boom. And then it's going to build the bridge. But now the schematic has died. It's now empty because it's done. So now I have to get a schematic table out. In bridge, go here. This is taking time. That's where Create Pattern Schematics come in. In my hand right now, I have a pattern schematic in Quill instead of just a normal schematic in Quill. I'll do what I just did. I'll mark the bridge. I'll save the schematic. And now it's purple. If you've used Create Schematics before, you'll notice that it's not just the color that has changed. We also have another option down here called Repeats the Selected Schematic. Using this setting here, the clone setting, I hold Control and scroll. Oh, whoops. Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. Here we go. And so with a few scrolls, I've just made this bridge very long, a lot longer than it was before. Actually, the render distance is probably too low for the schematic cannon to be able to reach the end of this. If I wanted to go in the other direction, I could just stand here and scroll. Look at that. Oh no, I did an oopsie. I've made double supports. Oh, and they're triple over here. Oh, what happened? I mean, if you've already designed a bridge for a specific location, this might not help you that much. But what I think is really cool about this is the fact that when you're building a train track, you come across a big open space and you want to make a bridge, you could just bring out this schematic, place it out, and clone it to the exact length. It's a big time saver. So let's put this in the schematic cannon here. And as you can see, big bridge. Very nice. And there we go. That is the bridge completed. Now, obviously, you still have to get all of the items, but this still is a very useful part of Create Pattern Schematics. But it's not it. And honestly, this is probably one of the lesser useful features, if that makes sense. Because Create Pattern Schematics really starts shining when you put it on a train. Alright, here is another bridge design. It looks a bit better than the first one, just slightly. I'm gonna add a wall on top of here, and actually a problem I had with the other one is there's gaps in the walls. This is something that always happens when you use schematics, world edit, whatever. As you can see, this wall here, when it gets duplicated, there's a gap because there's not a block update, and in the schematic, the wall is not connected to anything. So what I'm gonna do here is actually build out a wall outside of the schematic so that the walls are connected to, you know, something. And hopefully now, if I try to copy this wall, it will paste without gaps in the walls. Let's see. Yes! And instead of doing what I did with the first bridge, you know, placing out the schematic and repeating it, I'm gonna make a train with deployers at every location that we have a block in the schematic. There we go. I think that's it. Let's super glue. Now, if you haven't figured it out yet, this train is going to be printing the bridge for us as we drive. It's assembling time, and it's already placed out some blocks here. Hopefully this works now, and it's not like overlapping. Here we go. Oh, it's building. Is it correct? No, it's not. I'm gonna make this easy for myself and just relocate the train in this direction and just pretend like we're starting here. Here we go. Okay, start driving. Look at that. And at some point, we're also going to get the train signal. I don't know where or where. Oh, no. I did the thing that I did with the first bridge where I kept the support at the end of the schematic. So now it's doubled it. You get the concept. This wasn't a perfect execution, but it works. I'm in a cave, and I've got a drill here. This is something that is very normal in Survival Crate. You make a huge drill, and you just drive it underground and make disgusting, ugly tunnels of nothingness, which doesn't really matter because it's still underground. But with Create Pattern Schematics, you can make it a more pleasant experience. So right here, let's see if I can actually make this work as well. Oh, shish. I've screwed up. I've made it so it's breaking itself. That was not meant to happen. Let me fix that real quick. All right. I think this is going to work. I've just placed them backwards instead. Let's start driving. And as we can hear, locks are being broken by the drills. And behind me, the pattern schematics are printing out. Yes! Look at that! Oh, no, but the track stopped. There's a simple solution to this. Over here, I have the schematic that I'm repeating with my drill over there. I just have to add the train tracks here and then redo the schematic. This should fix the issue. Let's try again. All right, I think it has been fixed. I'm going to clear my effects as well so you can see the lanterns being placed out. Oh, yes. So this thing not only places out the blocks and lanterns here, making it a pretty nice looking tunnel, it is also getting materials for me. This works as a normal drill. Now, obviously, I don't have a vault on this train, so it's not picking stuff up because I have the creative crate. But if I'd placed down a vault or a couple of chests on here, this would have given me a bunch of deep slate, iron, diamond, all the good stuff. And when I'm done, I've got a tunnel that I can run through and I don't have to worry about mobs. Well, it isn't that bright, actually. Can they spawn on here? I don't think they can. Here's a tip if you didn't know, you use a haunted bell. It's going to show you where mobs can spawn, which they can't do in here. If we do it out here, yeah, they can spawn everywhere. Let's put an end to ugly mining tunnels and create survival once and for all. Download, create pattern schematics. But that's not it. There's more. Not to create pattern schematics, though. I pretty much covered everything. It's time for the second mod of this video, create shuffle filter. This mod simply adds the shuffle filter item, which looks like this. It's got a normal filter GUI, but this also works with deployers and placing out blocks. As you can see, I've made a hole here going from my one train bridge to the other, and I want to make a road here. Of course, I could just go around and place out cobblestone like this, or I could make a train with deployers that place out cobblestone. But you know what? This is kind of boring. I want to use cobblestone, andesite, and gravel randomized, and that is where the shovel filter comes into play. Let's quickly make a train track here. I'll add a station and just quickly throw together a train here. Head into the shuffle filter and add the blocks you want to be placed out randomly, and then filter it on the deployers. And make sure you have all of the items on the train so you can actually build the road itself. And here we go. Look at that. Obviously, this takes a very long time if you're just using it for a road like this. But if you have a system already for making roads with trains, this is a very, very easy way of randomizing them and making them look a tiny bit better. You can, of course, use this on buildings if you want, whatever that you want randomized. I love these randomized textured roads, and I also love automating stuff. So this is a dream come true for me. If you use the shuffle filter on anything else, it's going to act as a normal filter with an allow or deny list. And that's basically it for create shuffle filter and create pattern schematics. Subscribe if you enjoyed this video and check out the mods in the description. Also, did I say you should subscribe? Haha! Why should you subscribe?